Have you been thinking about getting into podcasting? But what about the music industry? Have you been thinking about going that direction? If you have, and you're still on the fence, then come check out our new podcasts. One being The BZB Show, another one being The Big BZB Show, and a premiere that we have only exclusively on Podbean, which is Real Talk with B. Come check us out. And this is B, and I'll be waiting for you.
Billion years ago, 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 billion years ago.
Welcome, my friends. Let me get this music brought back down here to something of a decent little bit of a level. I might be able to, and we might end up just having to say, screw it, and make it work, right? So either way, we're going to make this work out one way or the other. I promise you that, because not only am I B, the host, B, that was not me saying me, it was me saying B, the host here at the Big BZB, but I'm also the man controlling the sound, so y'all give me a break, okay? Sometimes I get it messed up. Nonetheless, how are you doing today? I am excited about being here with you. Honestly, that's where I'm currently at, and hopefully you are somewhere in the same area that I am, or at least mood wise, right? So I know that you're not in the same area that I am. That would be kind of creepy, honestly, that you're listening to me here on the radio or on your app, and I'm sitting right here by you. But anyways, I don't know where that was going. I have no idea. So let's get to the nitty gritty, what you're here for, and that is to listen to me talk about nonsense. Nothingness. No, that's not it. I know what it is. It's the audio, right? So last time we left off with writing a song. So how far have y'all got? Anybody? Has anybody got anything? Well, like, y'all can answer me here right now at this moment, but you can't. That's why here soon I'm going to try to start putting more lives out there. Maybe we'll put more lives, and then once we start building a decent group, then I'll start putting some more of the progress of the songwriting out. What do you think? I think it sounds like a pretty decent plan, because this day-to-day, every day, or every other day is going to wear me out, considering I have now a premium show, a subscriber show, and then on top of that, I'm trying to get this one out there even more. And so, because this one has, over here where this recording is actually done at, the hosting site at least, actually has more audio that works for me, works together with me, really, is the basis of what I'm trying to say, is it works with me a whole lot better than what the other one does. But I can work and get on my DAWs a better setup. So either way, I'm hoping to be able to do that. If it's not on this subscription, or not on this subscription, if it's not on this description of this show, then I definitely want to tell you to send donations if you can. I understand if you cannot, and I am not going to beg or force it upon anybody. The reasons for all the commercials in these podcasts that I have currently right here is because of the simple fact is we're trying to grow this into something more. So I have to put extra spots out there. So it seems to be a little doubled up, and I'm sorry about that if it is. But if you have the opportunity, you have the chance, and you want to donate to this show or any of mine across the board, then please do so. Feel free. If you have PayPal, that's even better, because all you have to do is look for on your PayPal FTW7 at FTW7 was it .paypal.com or something like that. Anyways, that's my user, that's my pay user, whatever. You type that in through PayPal and you should come up with my account. So feel free to jump over there and send me any kind of donation you can, even if it is a penny. And if you send me a penny, I'm going to be mad, but I will be happy to at the same time, because I'm grateful for each and every one of you that is listening right now, or in the near future, or in the future, just period. If you're listening, thank you. Thank you for coming and spending time with us here at the Big BZB Show. Like the first little bit of audio said, if you have been thinking about getting into the music industry, and or you're just interested in somebody's life and lifestyle in that field, then come join us, because I'm going to take the adventure into that as we speak. I'm currently not in the industry, and we are trying to work our way into it. So the majority of the show, definitely if you are a reoccurring listener, then you already know we're on a journey to write, produce, or co-produce, or make some kind of beats for a top 100 song is what we're going for. That's our end goal, but our during the show goal is right now we're just progressing in doing a song, writing a song, and anything that we can to put us out there more in front of more people in the industry. The podcast itself is actually part of our journey. So I am not an avid podcaster. I have maybe 6 months underneath my belt. That's about it. That's all I got. I have some decent recordings. I have okay days. I don't have anything like these professional guys out here. I'm sorry, I'm not that level. I wish I was, because it would rock, man. It would be so cool. But I'm not. But we're going to get there. I recently had and I say recently, like within a year or so, I recently had a divorce, and they split up. And so I'm starting, freshly all over again. And I've been married since, heck, I had just gotten out of being a teenager. So, and now I'm in my mid to late 30s. So I've been married for quite a while, and so this is kind of new to me, right? So everything's new. The whole being single and the whole dating atmosphere is super crazy. I don't even understand it really right now. And then you add in the whole who am I? What is it that I want to do with my life? Because we had a big family, a huge family, and that's just what it was that we did. And honestly, we was just going through the motions. It was something that was necessary to happen. I call it my big reset. It was my reset in life, you know. It kind of stood me up, and I was like, wow, okay, wait a minute. What am I doing? You know, this is not me. I'm miserable working a dead-end job. You know, it's not going anywheres other than just me working it till the day I retire, and then me walking away and maybe having a few good years. That's ridiculous. So I'm here to not only keep following my dream, which this was something that I was dreaming about doing, was doing podcasting. And so I started investing in equipment and computers, and slowly and surely I've gotten to this point where I'm at right now. And then on top of that, so I'm taking this to the next level. So what else is it that I'm interested in? Well, I'm interested in music. I love music. And I honestly kind of like doing this audio kind of thing. So that was my next step. So I started my podcast, and I just threw one together. I did. And it's coming off of 2 different sites right now. But it's out there if you want to listen to it. It's really raw. It's really kind of okay audio. Some of it's good, some of it's bad. Nonetheless, it's me being just me. But it was a kind of a political government history kind of channel thing that I had put together. And pretty much what it boils down to is I was being political. It was a time, which it still kind of is in America. Right now, it's like super politically craziness going on here. If you're not here, and if you are from here, then you know exactly what I mean. It's gotten really crazy, and it makes no sense most of the time anymore. So anyway, so I jumped right into it, head first into talking about it and saying my thoughts and how I felt, and you know, and just ran with that. And I was trying to also do like a history lesson behind it, so I didn't want it to be just me ranting and raving about a certain either political party or a certain stance in politics, any of really the above. I didn't want it to be that. So I started teaching, or not really teaching, but learning and explaining as I learned the history of America's independence and where it came from, what all it consisted of, and so on and so forth. But at the end, as I was growing that show, it happened to become that my first audio interface didn't work right. It wasn't enough, put it that way. It wasn't enough to carry what I needed to be done, as in for interviewing and just the extra, I guess you could say, oomph behind it just wasn't enough. So I had to kind of go elsewhere. Well, then when I went elsewhere,